Hello everybody, it is me. I'm just thinking, I watched a video talking about poverty and crime, and poverty doesn't cause crime. I've known people who have grown up wealthy and were selling drugs at college, and I know people that grew up poor and just kept their head down and worked at grocery stores, etc. You have high crime areas. There's going to be people that chose not to get involved and were pressed and tempted many times to get involved and chose not to repeatedly, and had values instilled in them that were very strong. Well, on the flip side, you can have somebody who was very privileged, trust fund kid, and got rug pulled by their parents because they were doing too much coke or whatever, and they end up couch riding at friends' places, whatever. They have kind of the traditional fall. They end up stealing, selling drugs, immediately going to crime, because they were never actually tested or tempted. They had everything given to them so they could keep kind of a golf course kind of preppy look, but they were never actually tested to see if they were a nice person or not. I think what's important to know, like demographically of this, is like if you're in a poor neighborhood, there will be more crime though, because more people are poor than they are privileged. There's more people at the bottom rungs of society and life. So you have a numbers issue there, and more people are going to get tested and more people will fail. And the good people in a hood or a ghetto might know those values within themselves, and they're going to be working to get out of that environment and that situation. But if they see you get wrong, they won't necessarily stop and intervene on your behalf, because they've seen people that have done that get harmed themselves. So they might keep their head down and they won't like what they see, but they'll keep moving forward and to kind of protect themselves. There's not many people that are going to be like a guardian angels and like they're going to start that up at like a McDonald's shift or something. So I you see this in the working class too, which is kind of like people in the working class, like if you're competing for a higher wage to impress an employer, you're always at each other's throats. And somebody who is either getting harassed or, you know, pushed out of the job with office politics, no one's going to intervene on your behalf. You're going to have to man it up and pull up your bootstraps and all those kind of sayings, and you're going to have to stick it out for yourself, which is, in my mind, that's the appeal of unions, and to a degree why people would be inclined to support something like socialism, whether just in theory or in practice, is because it kind of elevates the question of why are we fighting amongst each other when most people are just at the bottom, and we can actually group together, form a union, have collective bargaining for a higher wage, etc. To end this video, I don't know why I made this video. It's just a stream of thought. Like, I'm actually just talking out loud my thoughts that went in my head as soon as I watched a video. It was Jordan Peterson. He posted a video a long time ago. This is an old video that just came in my algo about people that are poor aren't necessarily criminals, basically. And he's right in that, but there is also going to be more crime in poor areas because of the reasons I said. And people that are trust fund kids sometimes are Patrick Bateman types or psychos, and that's kind of what puts this whole cycle into motion that never ends. But anyways, peace out, bye. I'm going to make